Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Washington State Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Washington State's head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Cougars kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And the opening kickoff sails out of bounds. Maybe a little bit of nerves and hopefully not an omen for the way this season's going to go. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Haynes. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. At the 30. Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown, San Diego State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The Aztecs call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Give to the back. Enough to move the chains. After the filthy move, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Cougars! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And the Aztecs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd and inch is a really good time to take a shot. Back to pass, it's Saunders. Rush is on. Out wide right, it's Ford. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Fires to the wideout. It's caught.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Quickly complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Abrams. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, it's Haynes. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely...
Hits the afterburners. Inside the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible. And if you're an offensive coordinator and you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays, it makes your play calling so...
He's got it!
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw, it's Saunders. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. He's looking downfield to throw. Dumps it to the back. Touchdown Aztecs! A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter.
Number 26, set to kick off.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Long way to go on second down. Running behind that left side. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. He now has 80 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Fighting off the defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, ready?
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Moving the pocket, it's Saunders. Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Ford. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after him.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's a good sign for this defense, man. The first two drives, they put scoring drives together. And they didn't get stops when they needed it. On the third downs, nice job coming up big on a third down, forcing the fourth down, and hopefully now getting off the field.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Drops back. It's Coleman Hope. Under pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The running back has it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throws quickly. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Out wide right, it's Christensen.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Using his feet. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Washington State lines up quickly.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short.
Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside, it's Haynes. He's got enough. At the 35, he's open. Found a seam on the left. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Now San Diego State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Inside the 25. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
When you come out and the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence, everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Moves the pocket. It's Saunders. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Sells to run, looking to pass. Time to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the Utah Utes. And it's the home team, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Hauls it in. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Washington State going back to work on first down. He's changing the play. Sets his feet. It's Croman Hope. Rush right in his face. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up and plucked it.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Left side, it's Napier. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an interception.
Runs through, man. He might have space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's got room. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. In the red area, it's Hobbs. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Touchdown, Wazoo! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Deep in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quick give, it's Haynes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Dropping back, it's Saunders. Shoots it to the left. And the deflection by...